Namaste and welcome. So in this video we are going to look at the concept or observation and the relationship between mind, breath and the entire universe. Okay, so first of all we'll talk about the breath. The nature of the breath is such that we can control the breath, we can consciously breathe, control it however we want. We can stop it for a little while and then we can breathe like deep, shallow, short or long, however we wish. And at the same time the breath is also automatic. When we are asleep or when we are distracted and doing some work, the breath happens on its own without our control or requirement to breathe consciously. So the nature of the breath is that it is both automatic and also we can control it. So is the nature of the mind similar to the breath. We can control our mind, we can think consciously, we can do things like, okay, now I want 2 plus 2 equals to 4. And when I'm not using the mind, at the same time it generates thoughts and gives thoughts. So many thoughts come and go, so automatically mind is working. So again, mind is also like the breath. It is both, it can be controlled and also it is automatic. So the breath and mind, these both are connected. So if the breath stops, the mind activity seems to come down. Okay, that is the whole process of meditation. So breath and mind. And the next thing is the entire world that is out there. So if you can observe and notice that even the whole universe, the happenings that are there in the universe are both automatic and that can be controlled. Okay, with or without our involvement as an individual or as a human beings, with or without our involvement, the universe keeps on happening on its own. Things keep on happening, right? The rivers flow, the wind blows, it rains. Okay, we don't have any control on these things. They are happening on their own. Also to some extent we can control the flow of the river, like by constructing a dam or using fans we can direct the flow of the wind. Okay, and also we can control rain using the sprinklers, chemicals through airplanes, and we can have rainfall at some certain areas. Okay, so to some extent the world can be controlled by the human beings. At the same time, even if human beings do not control the world keeps on going. Like we are doing farming, but even if we do not do any farming, forests exist, trees give seeds and rain falls, the seeds become again plants and trees. So the world is quite active on its own, and also we can also get involved in these activities. So mind, breath and the entire nature, these things are both automatic and what, we can control them to certain extent. We cannot completely control the breath, we cannot hold the breath forever. We have to let it be automatic every day. We can hold it for a minute or 2 minutes, but then we have to breathe. Without our control, we have to breathe. Even our mind, we get dreams. We cannot completely stop the mind permanently. Likewise, we cannot control the flow of the universe much. So we have a little control over these things. It seems that we control these things, but for a little while, temporarily. So this is something that we need to realize, that our world is beyond our control if we look at big picture, and we are going with the flow. So to understand these things better, to experience it, we have to do meditation, because through meditation we can connect to this world and understand what is happening. Thank you so much.